Earthquakes. Earthquakes are sudden shaking of the Earth's surface caused by the movement of tectonic plates. They can result in severe structural damage, landslides, and even tsunamis, affecting communities and infrastructure. Tsunamis. Tsunamis are large ocean waves triggered by underwater earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or landslides. They travel across oceans at high speeds and can cause massive flooding and destruction upon reaching coastal areas. Volcanic eruptions. Volcanic eruptions occur when magma, gas, and ash escape from a volcano. They can produce lava flows, ash clouds, and pyroclastic flows, posing significant threats to nearby populations and disrupting air travel. Hurricanes. Hurricanes, also known as cyclones or typhoons, are powerful tropical storms with strong winds and heavy rainfall. They can cause widespread flooding, storm surges, and wind damage to buildings and infrastructure. Tornadoes. Tornadoes are rapidly rotating columns of air extending from a thunderstorm to the ground. They can cause extreme wind damage, destroying buildings, vehicles, and trees in their path. Floods. Floods happen when water overflows onto normally dry land due to heavy rainfall, river overflow, or dam failure. They can devastate communities, damaging homes, infrastructure, and crops. Landslides. Landslides involve the movement of rock, soil, and debris down a slope. They can be triggered by earthquakes, volcanic activity, or heavy rainfall, leading to the destruction of property and loss of life. Wildfires. Wildfires are uncontrolled fires that spread rapidly through vegetation. They can be caused by natural factors like lightning or human activities, destroying forests, homes, and wildlife habitats. Droughts. Droughts are prolonged periods of unusually dry weather, leading to water shortages. They can impact agriculture, reduce water supplies, and increase the risk of wildfires. Heat waves. Heat waves are extended periods of excessively hot weather. They can cause health issues like heat stroke and dehydration, and put stress on power grids and water supplies. Blizzards. Blizzards are severe snowstorms with strong winds and low visibility. They can lead to dangerous travel conditions, power outages, and the isolation of communities. Avalanches. Avalanches involve the rapid descent of snow, ice, and debris down a mountainside. They can bury people, animals, and structures, posing significant risks in mountainous regions. Cyclones. Cyclones are large-scale air mass systems with low pressure at their center and strong winds. They can bring heavy rain, wind, and coastal flooding, similar to hurricanes and typhoons. Storm surges. Storm surges are abnormal rises in seawater level during a storm, caused by strong winds pushing water toward the coast. They can lead to severe coastal flooding and damage infrastructure. Dust storms. Dust storms occur when strong winds lift large amounts of dust and sand into the air. They reduce visibility, cause respiratory problems, and can damage crops and machinery. Hailstorms. Hailstorms involve the precipitation of balls or lumps of ice, called hailstones. They can damage crops, vehicles, buildings, and injure people and animals. Cold waves. Cold waves are prolonged periods of abnormally low temperatures. They can cause hypothermia, frostbite, and increased demand on heating systems, potentially leading to power outages. Mudslides. Mudslides are a type of landslide involving the rapid flow of water-saturated earth and debris. They can destroy buildings and infrastructure, especially in steep terrain. Tropical storms. Tropical storms are less intense than hurricanes but still feature strong winds and heavy rainfall. They can cause flooding, landslides, and significant wind damage. Ice storms. Ice storms occur when freezing rain accumulates on surfaces, forming a layer of ice. They can cause power outages, hazardous travel conditions, and damage to trees and power lines. Sinkholes. Sinkholes are depressions or holes in the ground caused by the collapse of a surface layer. They can result from natural processes or human activities and can swallow buildings and vehicles. Thunderstorms. Thunderstorms are weather systems characterized by lightning, thunder, and often heavy rain. They can bring strong winds, hail, and occasionally tornadoes. Flash floods. Flash floods are sudden and severe floods that occur quickly due to heavy rainfall. They can sweep away people, vehicles, and buildings, making them particularly dangerous. Rockfalls. Rockfalls involve the sudden fall of rock from a cliff or steep slope. They can pose serious hazards in mountainous areas, especially on roads and hiking trails. Tidal waves. Tidal waves, often confused with tsunamis, are caused by the gravitational forces of the moon and sun affecting sea levels. When strong, they can cause flooding in coastal areas. Fog. Fog is a thick cloud of tiny water droplets suspended in the air near the ground, reducing visibility. It can be hazardous for transportation, particularly on roads and at airports. Snowstorms. Snowstorms are weather events that produce heavy snowfall, often accompanied by strong winds. They can disrupt transportation, cause power outages, and lead to dangerous travel conditions. Severe thunderstorms. Severe thunderstorms are more intense than regular thunderstorms and can produce large hail, strong winds, and tornadoes. They pose significant risks to life and property. Ice jams. Ice jams occur when chunks of ice accumulate in rivers and streams, blocking the flow of water. This can lead to localized flooding and damage to nearby structures. Coastal erosion. Coastal erosion is the gradual loss of land along coastlines due to the action of waves, currents, and tides. It can lead to the loss of homes, roads, and natural habitats. Meteor showers. Meteor showers occur when numerous meteoroids enter the Earth's atmosphere, causing streaks of light as they burn up. While most are harmless, large meteors can impact the Earth's surface, potentially causing local damage. Geomagnetic storms. Geomagnetic storms are disturbances in the Earth's magnetic field caused by solar wind and solar flares. They can disrupt satellite communications, navigation systems, and power grids, and even produce auroras visible at lower latitudes. Glacial lake outburst floods GLOFs. GLOFs happen when a dam containing a glacial lake fails, releasing a large volume of water rapidly. These events can cause catastrophic flooding downstream, threatening communities, infrastructure, and ecosystems. Famine. Famine is an extreme scarcity of food in a region, leading to widespread hunger and malnutrition. It can result from natural factors like droughts or pests, as well as socioeconomic issues such as conflict or poor agricultural practices. Famine can cause significant loss of life and long-term socioeconomic impacts. Lahar. A lahar is a destructive mudflow on the slopes of a volcano, typically triggered by volcanic activity or heavy rainfall. Lahars can travel at high speeds, carrying a mixture of water, ash, rock, and other debris, and can bury entire communities, causing significant damage and loss of life. In conclusion, natural disasters are diverse and can cause significant damage to the environment, infrastructure, and human lives. Thanks for exploring the different types of natural disasters with us. Remember to like, share, and subscribe for more insightful content.